Right, hello, and welcome back to some more Secret Neighbour. Where we're gonna maybe be the neighbour, who knows. Hopefully it's not put me back on speak to everyone. Hello. Because that would be really awkward if it's put me on always talk.
No.
No what? Okay, let's go. Okay, so we're not the neighbour! I guess people speaking Polish, Spanish, I don't know, Mexican. But either way, they were asking if other people spoke their language, I guess, and that's why the person was like, no. Okay, this is always one of the main spots that you can find a key. Got it. So, you know, once someone's got it, you should maybe tell other people to always say, hey, I've already got the key from that location. Go search somewhere else. That's a very useful tip that I would suggest. And then, you know, it's in zones, mostly, that we find these sorts of things. Okay, so, yeah, I think we're both safe. Because we both put keys in. Okay, so he's looking in there. I'm going to go upstairs. That's my next thing always. Like, because a lot of people tend to stick to the lower floors. Once I've got a key from the lower floors, I'm going to go straight to the top, and then I'll go top down, and you know, that helps us get even more keys quicker. That is often closed off very early by the neighbour, so hey, we got a key already. Okay, and then I'm just going to check the window spot. Things being broken isn't very ideal. But this is a different spawn to that one over there, I believe. So this is one of the alternative spawns. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly put this on. Now I have nothing to throw at the neighbour, but you know, it's still okay. I'm not going to take the cog for the person, and if it's not there, it's usually in one of these. Perfect. Okay, so now we have 2 keys. Whilst I could use the foods, you know, having 2 keys is just even better. You know, now we've got 2 keys that we can literally shove straight into the thing. So it's pretty easy to find the keys if you know where the spawn locations sort of are. You can just easily go between them. They haven't really changed it up, so you know, whilst it does balance them around the house, it does also make it pretty easy to figure out what's going on. Unfortunately, you can end up with situations like this where you have a key that just isn't one of the ones that you need. Okay, with reds. We need a red. Hi. You're very obviously the neighbour. You're very obviously the neighbour, sir. So, you know, if someone comes running when you put a key in, it's probably a good idea to run. And if they try and trap you in the corner like that, it's a good idea to... Shit. To Stephen. I don't know if it was Stephen, but if it was Stephen, yeah, I need more objects to get my charges on for hitting this neighbour. Okay, is he still following me? It's not. Okay. Okay. Now I'm getting my charges up for the brave, which is very helpful. Okay. Good job. Was he? Who was that? I didn't catch his name. But he was trying to throw things at me as well, which isn't going to help. Right. Orange key, I believe, is the last key that we need. Because I have a helmet on, and the helmet is also a very useful item. Because it allows you to negate a hit. So when he was throwing that lamp at me, it wasn't going to save the day, because... GG. Because it would have just knocked the helmet off my head rather than actually do anything. GG. Doesn't actually show who the neighbour is anymore, so it's pretty difficult to tell. Hello. Liaswaya. So, you know, it's not ideal to tell who is. Did I get 3 keys there? Not bragging, but yeah, it's not easy to tell who is the neighbour. When it told you who the neighbour was on the end, it was better, but now it just shows you everyone is kids, you know, even if they were still the neighbour. Running away from the group is sometimes a good idea, you know, just because you get an early key, but also if you get followed, it might be that that person is the neighbour. especially when they, because I use that now in a good location. The car, that door just prevents someone from, and again there's a key here, so it's not going to be in one of the further rooms inside, so we now abandon that. Well, I'm going to close all that off just so that it gives me blockages. It's like pulling down cardboard boxes behind you, or, you know, barriers when you're running away from people in movies. It's a good thing to do. Okay, so Mazmak Liaswagir. Pocket Pussy is unlocking things, so I think the neighbour's never really gonna unlock things unless he's an idiot, because it just puts him in such a detrimental position, so it's not smart. Okay, so we've got a helmet here, so I'm gonna put the helmet on. You just left click to activate it. Very, very easy to do. Okay, we've got a key already. Okay, I hear someone in trouble. The screams are very helpful for finding. Okay, so the neighbour can lock down those gates as well. Okay, I'm not seeing the person, but okay, he dies here. Okay, I feel like that person's the neighbour. Oh shit! It's not the neighbour. There's the neighbour. Okay, hi. Did you do a good job hitting me there? GG. Okay. Sorry, I thought it was... I heard someone screaming, so I was like, and we win. Wow, the neighbour rage quit. The neighbour rage quit! The neighbour rage quit. I can't believe it. How the hell? We're just so good, the neighbour rage quit. I can't believe it. But yeah, he can shut off these gates and things, so if I get a chance to be the neighbour, I will show you these very important tips and tricks as to how to win as the neighbour, because, you know, whilst it is convenient as the kid. Also, how did he have a trap outside? Why was he trying to put a trap down outside? You can only put them in doorways. They're very helpful, but, you know, if he puts them in the wrong location, sometimes it glitches. This is a beta at the moment. It's open beta, so it can freeze at these points and not open. So there's the potential that it's just not going to load in anytime soon. And if one or more players disconnect, then everyone gets disconnected. Okay, so let's go. We're a player short. What? Why are we going in with the player shorts? Is the game broken? Are we going to be a kid short, do you think? Or what? But that lobby, there was still a ghost position, so, you know, maybe I'll just have someone that's invisible that I can't see, or it just won't load because, you know, that person's not there. That's also a potential. Like I said, it's beta at the moment. It's open beta. The previous alphas didn't have these issues, but, you know, they've added stuff since then, and bugs can be created. But I assume that they would be fixed by the time of full release. Yeah, I'm going to wait a couple of seconds, let whoever's cursed in the lobby get in the lobby, and then boom, we'll get in a new lobby. Hello.
I am a knight.
Did he just say I am a knight? Weird thing to say. Okay, let's hopefully load in this time and not have everyone quit, because it, I mean, even when it freezes a bit, it's just a bit slow. It's not necessarily stopping it completely. Let's go. Okay, so I'm a child. I'm not the neighbour. Though, you know, that's also a 200 IQ play that some people were like, I am the child. No, you know, even when the neighbour, like every single time they were just going, I am the child. It's like, yeah, no one believes you. Okay, so it's not in this room this time. So when it's not in that room, I don't know what that thing was that fell on me. It's usually in this room. There we go. Although sometimes the keys are awkward to grab out the drawers. Fuck them. Okay, I'm just going to watch the door because I'm hearing a lot of doors moving, and then the neighbour could be creeping up behind us. Okay, so now we've got that. I saw this hat in the corner as I came in, but I left it because, you know, I didn't want to do that. Okay, Heavier objects do damage more, but they're harder to throw, so, you know, whilst you do it, they don't really go very far. So, you have to bear that in mind when throwing them. But they do more damage to the neighbour or the kids. You know, you can also knock down the kids, so it's not just like, you know, hey, whoever gets hit. We don't know. Who are you all trying to hit? Full what?
Where is neighbour?
Well, someone's person who goes, where is neighbour? I suspect that is the neighbour. I suspect that person. Okay, also there's these spots in the windows which are very effective at finding your way around and getting away from people, like if you get followed as well. Sometimes I saw someone in here. I suspect that they were the neighbour at times. Okay, I hear the neighbour coming. It's a concern. Also, you can accidentally hit your helmet off by the scenery at times. The neighbour can also sometimes like give themselves away by making noise when they're disguised as a kid, but I don't know if that's a bug or if it's intentional. Like, this is always a good spot where the key can spawn, but again, it's an annoying one to actually grab, especially if you put things in front of it by accident. Okay, let's go. And if it's not there, it'll be through where those brick wall doors were, but again, I've really shown that already. So, you know, it's limited to a couple of rooms that it's either in or not in, and then there's a couple of hidden locations, and with the barriers that the neighbour can shut off, like there's one there, but he hasn't shut it off. Okay, so we just need 3 blue doors. Cardboard boxes are like your bread and butter. They fly the best, they're the easiest to throw. They don't hurt a lot. But, you know, this is a gate that can get shut off, preventing access, especially when there's brick doors. It's very effective to shut those off as the neighbour, which the neighbour hasn't done. Okay, so we're not really being followed. This can be a key, and it's one of the ones that rarely gets searched because it's harder to see in the room. So, you know, it's very effective. Okay, we're going to go show one of the other outdoor areas. Like, if the place gets locked off, the windows are your best option for traversing around. And they have designed it so that there's always a path around, but it's not always the most convenient. So, you know, going outside and maybe some of the convenient routes to go. Some bananas in there. I don't know if they actually slip up the neighbour, but they're still very effective. I'm going to take this box to make it harder for the neighbour to chase me. Okay, now no one can get up here without bringing their own box. And there's spare cardboard boxes, so I can always switch them out. And now they're not going to stand a chance of coming up here. But, okay, flashlights are from the floor below. I'm going to check all of the areas. They very rarely are in the attic, but they can be in the attic, the keys. As we have just found, and it's all blue that we need, so we definitely have a key. I'm just going to quickly check all of these drawers in case. It's unlikely, like normally if there's a key here, there's not going to be a key. Another, so you know, we just had to double check. Okay, that being in my way is a problem. Okay, out my way. I don't know how I managed to truly wedge up the door, but that was impressive. That was impressive. Okay, so this isn't the best way down. So the best way down is actually to... I hear kids screaming. That means the neighbour has got someone. To actually go over the top. Now, there are Easter eggs and different things hidden in the map as well. So we've got a little Easter egg up here. And if you activate all 6 together, it ends the game by killing everyone. But it also, you know, triggers a special Easter egg. So, you know, they have hidden some secret things and fun things like that. Now, it's getting late into the game. There's a very good chance that the neighbour is going to be camping the spot for the keys, because that's what the neighbour does. And there is someone in here. Okay, coming through. I'll leave them to their battle. Okay, Lord Troll might be the neighbour. He chased me out. Chased me out into the open. But when kids start hitting each other, it's the world's dumbest thing. Like, you know, they're fighting amongst each other and it's not clever. It only gets you killed. Right, no one's searched into the hallways yet, so there's a very good chance that it's going to be in one of these hallway areas. So I'm just going to quickly check all of the hallways. It's probably down there. Chairs are very effective. If you're being chased, you can block the door. The doors can be kicked down by both kids and neighbours, but it gives you enough time to get away. This is the most awkward door because... Oh, hi. Troll. Troll's definitely the neighbour. He's chasing me. 100%. Okay. Right, I heard kicking at the door. That maybe that he was coming after me. He had a gun as well, which is an instant KO, so I didn't want to be involved in that. The fact that he chased me was very concerning. They can be in the closets as well. I heard someone said, please. Okay, neighbour is definitely chasing. Neighbour hurts himself. Okay, he can have a detector that detects where we are. So, you know, we've got to keep an eye out. This is the most awkward of these closets. Nothing there. Okay. It's not here. Ooh, this is an open door. I don't feel like the Jack guy has been searching either. He's just been following us, right? Have these drawers actually been looted? Like, there is one open, but you never know. They didn't look looted. Okay. So I feel like it might be in the key. If you wait too long, a crow does start to spawn. Right, this has been maybe all checked. I didn't mean to grab that. Okay, I'm hearing... the neighbour. He's definitely Jack. Oh shit, Jack isn't the neighbour? What? Why did he smoke? Why did he smoke? Shit. Okay, well now we just win. And then, like, the neighbour can die from being hit. Okay, and then we just open the basement and then in you go. Easy victory. Sorry, Jack. Sorry, Jack. You had a weird smoke effect. I thought it was you. Lord Troll. He literally had a smoke effect like he'd been transformed. I'm so sorry. But yeah, that is going to be the episode for today. So thanks so much for joining us again some more. Goodbye.